Jason Weber joins us from Silver North Resources. And Jason, I'm glad we got you on the line so soon after publishing this second set of results for the Haldane Project. Now, you must be pleased with some of these intersections, because it certainly looks like your shareholders are.
Yeah, it's always it's always tricky when silver's really been running strong, obviously these last few days. So that's wind at our sails. So it's always great to put good news out in that kind of a scenario. But you just always hope that the market appreciates your results and what they mean as much as those of us inside who are kind of living this do. So yeah, very pleased to see that. I think people understand what we're doing at Main Fault. I think the key is that we've intersected this mineralization now 50 meters to the southwest of the discovery section. So we in our first batch of results that we released the down dip on the discovery section with our first hole, and then the next two were 50 meters to the northeast. Now we're 50 meters to the southwest. So we're kind of got this 100 meters long strike and at depth at the Main Fault, and some good numbers. So we're really pleased with the way this is rolling out at the Main Fault.
So with all these results coming together, can you tell us the consequences for your hypothesis about the mineralization at Haldane?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there's a bit of speculation here. We don't have really a ton of data to go off of yet. But when I compare holes 34 and 35, which are the two we announced today, we had kind of an overall in hole 34, which was the highest hole, the most up dip, almost a 13.5 meter interval that had silver mineralization throughout it, and then some shorter zones of really nice higher grade mineralization. So a meter, 1.2 meters of 467 grams per ton silver with 0.2 gold and 12% lead. And so I look at that, and it kind of reminds me of the most up dip hole on the discovery section, hole 29. Kind of similar overall widths to the structural zone and kind of the similar numbers for the silver grades. And then we go about 50 meters down dip. We have hole 35, which is the second hole we announced today. And it, balloons out to about a 28 meter section, which was, or interval of the structure, which is about the same as what we had in the second hole, hole 30 on the discovery section last year. So there's some parallels building there. And then again, we're starting to see some much higher grades coming in with this. We've got a meter, 1.25 meters of 1,261 grams per ton silver and 0.74 gold. So one of the really sort of interesting things from our perspective is there's this high gold component to the Main Fault, which we're seeing quite consistently now. And so we kind of look at this and we think, okay, down dip is where we want to go next. So obviously we're prioritizing sort of targets, directions, what we do next year. And I think, down dip on this section is definitely a target, an area we'd want to test in 2026. Just, it looks like it's unraveling the same way the discovery section did with the first two holes last year.
So I think the question everyone wants to know the answer to is, when can we expect some more results? What are those next big news flows?
Yeah, I think it's probably safe to say we won't see any results until after Christmas now. I think that's kind of what we're expecting. So the next round of results would be in early in the new year, which is, it's good and it's bad. It gives us some time to incorporate this material into what we're thinking. But the sooner we get everything together and we can start really interrogating our database and looking at where we want to drill next year, the better prepared we will be for an early start in 2026, or at least as early as we can start. So we're kind of itching to get those last few holes in and get those into the database, but I suspect it's going to be the new year.
Well, Jason, it's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. It's always great to be on with you.